Thanks for joining us today on Wild Bites. It is winter. Winter is in full effect here in Canada and we love it. My girls are busy right now building a snowman, so while they are contained doing that, I thought why not cook up some wonderful, tender, delicious elk kebabs for you. So we have all of our preparations here for you. Now these elk kebabs, they can actually be made, the night before. We can marinate. Anybody who loves meat knows that meat and marinade go hand in hand. So now let's start with our marinade. What we're gonna do is just go ahead and grab our bowl, start throwing your ingredients in. This is one of those recipes where nothing has to be perfectly done. So just grab what's there, put it all together. Let's start first with our extra virgin olive oil. We have our balsamic vinegar. Little did I know, I learned recently that balsamic vinegar is actually made from white grapes. Never would have thought of that. Next we have our soy sauce. So when it comes to your Worcestershire sauce, which is such a funny thing to say, my girls try to say it and it's hilarious, just go ahead and add a few splashes of that into the marinade. Next, we're gonna go ahead and add our Dijon mustard, which I feel like I should be French when I say that, le Dijon. And then grab yourself a spoon. If you're using minced garlic, you're gonna wanna put in about a tablespoon of this. But if you don't have minced garlic, just go ahead and put about 3 cloves of garlic into your sauce. There we go. Oh, I'll put a little bit more because we love garlic. Next on the list, you're gonna throw in your pepper and your onion powder. And then you take your whole sprig of rosemary and you just toss that right in, okay? Again, just throw in what you like. If you love rosemary, put in 2 sprigs. Have some fun with it. It smells delicious already. Oh, those go well together. It smells really good. Oh, I'm excited. Now that our marinade is all mixed well and smelling absolutely delicious, we're gonna move over to our protein, to our elk. And this is from North Fork Bison. You can check them out online. Super excited to cut into these guys. All right, so now we're gonna cut into our elk meat. And basically, with this section, we can cut these into 4s. We'll just cube them up here today. Now, elk is actually a complete protein. It provides it's actually rich in essential amino acids, which many people may not know. So for those of you who are, hitting the gym often, focusing on building some muscle, elk would be a great alternative to you. So elk is a lean protein, it's nutritious, very high in protein. Elk meat actually also contains omega-3 fatty acids, okay? So when it comes to your heart, super important, can help lower inflammation and reduce heart disease, which is important. All right, now we're gonna take our meat, we're gonna put it right into the marinade. Now, I mentioned marinade before, so important. When it comes to our elk meat, marinade minimum of an hour if you can. What would be perfect would be overnight though, just to let all the juices get in there and get that meat super tender. And just infuse that flavor profile that you're going for right into your meat. Right now our elk has had time to sit and marinate and it is smelling and looking delicious. So, time to put everything together. We'll grab our skewers. It's always a good idea to start with something a little bit more hearty so that when you grab it on the grill, you're not getting your hands all gross. So don't start with the elk, okay? But really there's no rhyme or reason. Let's put on our peppers, grab some onion, mushrooms, and then grab a juicy piece. Look at that. This is just beautiful. Never be intimidated to try this. It is beautiful stuff. If your onions stick together, you get 3 pieces rather than 2. Just have fun with it. Just go with it. Does not matter. Switch up the color, switch up the size. You'll notice my peppers aren't all the same size. Some of us want more peppers than others. All right, so we're just gonna finish this one off. Now, elk meat is a very versatile meat. So you can even have ground elk meat. You can use those in your spaghetti sauce, make burgers out of them. Don't be afraid. Cooking's supposed to be fun. and elk is a wonderful addition to any recipe. Now we're going to just go ahead, and I think I have enough for one more skewer here. Now the rule of thumb with skewers, for those who were like me and didn't know at first, you always want to soak them, which kind of makes sense. You don't want them starting on fire. Don't be like me, who back in the day did that. You guys should smell this right now. It's not even on the barbecue yet, and it is smelling delicious. So today we're going to be cooking these on the Napoleon Travel Q. Now this barbecue is pretty sweet. You can set it up wherever you go. One of the great things about this barbecue that I love is that, you know, if you're people who like to be out on the trail, like our family, we can just throw it in the back, take it out of the back of the truck. As soon as we're ready to go, pop it up and have an awesome meal right out there. You don't have to come home all the time to eat wonderful meals. All right, so now that those are complete, we're just gonna pop them onto our grill. We're gonna cook them at medium heat today, and really about 10 minutes for the meat. But the great thing about elk meat is that it can be done pretty rare. And so really put it on to whatever tenderness you like your vegetables. Some people prefer them more crispy than others. So we'll get those on and get them grilling. Sure if you can hear that sizzle, but I like it. Oh, this is gonna be yummy. I'm excited. All right, guys, these kebabs are looking delicious. The meat's looking great. The smell, if you could smell this, oh, you'd be in love. And what perfect timing, the snow's starting to come down, so let's get these off, get them plated up, and start enjoying. The smells. All right, guys, these are ready to go as is, but if you are a saucy kind of person and would like to pair it, you know, use any one of your barbecue sauces that you enjoy. Today, one of my go-tos, we're gonna be using Neal Brothers Classic Barbecue Sauce. This makes them taste so good. All right, before I head in, let's try these bad boys. I'm skipping the vegetables, all right? My mother would not be happy with me, but I can't wait to try this meat. Oh my goodness. Woo! This is delicious, guys. You have to try these. You will not be disappointed. Take my word for it. Hope you enjoy. It's so good.